Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Cane. Today I'm sharing an 11 by 8.5 layout for my twin series with Christine Harden. I will have a link down to her video down below. This is also using a scrap room kit. I am using DoodleBug Summer Fun, I believe is what this one is called. And it was in the bottom left-hand corner of that photo. This is the new collection for September, so these are the new flavors of the month, and you get lots of embellishment pieces since DoodleBug includes lots of ephemera pieces. These are from the icons and the wordy bits. So you get a few little wordy bits, a couple little animals, title pieces, and I'm just kind of flipping through them and showing you each one that I received. Everybody receives something different. You might receive a couple of the same, but everything is different in each kit. And that's what I like about the scrap room kits. In this series here, I do with Christine each month. We each do a layout and we use a sketch, which I forgot to show. I will pop up the sketch here when I get started on the layout. And I picked the sketch actually for this month, and it was just one that I found on Pinterest. And our layouts turned out very similar. It was really funny. But I mean, they usually do because we're using the same sketch, but ours are really similar. And you'll have to check out Christine's video to see hers. I love the water paper and then that green paper. This one here is cardstock. This is blueberry, I believe is what it's called, and it's basil. I just love that blue color, and it matches perfectly with the DoodleBug papers. This one here is from the pattern paper add-on, and I love all these tags. I ended up using the tags to create a little like tag spot, and it's going to have two more photos, and it'll also be where the journaling will be. So you also received a smaller sheet of stickers from the embellishment add-on. So here I'm going to get started on the layout, and I have cute little photos of my son when he was swimming. Again, we were on a field trip, and there was only one really good picture. The other two are kind of blurry. That's why I did them kind of on the small side, and they're also hidden on the tags because they're not the best quality. So here's where I'll pop up the sketch right here. There's the sketch, and like I said, I like the way that it splits the layout in half. So 11 by 8.5 was just a better way for me to go and then add the tag embellishment that I want it to add. And I do have the paper the wrong way. I'll end up flipping it around here in a minute. I want the water on the left-hand side and then the flowers on the right-hand side. And I picked the darker blue since it is a photo of my son. I was going to use the white paper instead that had all the little sea animals, and that one would have worked just as well, but I chose to go with this one. I just want a thin layer of the play foam at the bottom of the summer vibes because that's where the tag is going to tuck in. So I want it to be able to go in there but not fall through. So that's why I just put a thin layer down at the bottom. So here I'm adding a few more tags. This is where I realize I have it the wrong direction. So I flipped it around. And these tags, I'm just adding the top part of the tag over here on the left-hand side of the photo. I'm going to go back to the other tags. I think I go back and forth. I just can't seem to glue all down in one place at the same time for some reason. I'm going to put a little piece of play foam here, and then that tag is going to tuck in behind there. And that was just to add another little embellishment over there. In the sketch, they really don't show anything over there. It's, you can add left or right on it, but I chose to go more on the right-hand side. I believe Christine goes more on the left-hand side, which again, we find it's always funny when we create our layouts and then they turn out very similar. So here I'm making the little tags for the photos. I'm adding some of the little puffy stickers, little fish, and a little chameleon. And then there's a flower. And like I said, those will be tucked. Those will be tucked behind the blue tag that you see there also. So again, I just thought that was kind of cute, and I was able to get the other photos on the layout without overwhelming it. So it's adding details, but it's not adding a whole lot to it. So here I'm tying baker's twine to the blue tag over here. I will tie some to the orange one up there at the top. And then I will also put some on the tags when I attach them together. So what I did is I just tied a little bow and then I glued it right in the center of the little circle. So since those ones don't pull out, you're not going to see that. That's how I did that. And then this one here, I kind of wanted to do the same thing, but I ended up using thread and stitching it through onto the tags and then went around the circle of the middle part of the bow so that the bow would be held in the center of the circle. So it doesn't pull through, but it definitely is held together. Hopefully that made sense. That doesn't sound like it made sense at all. But what I did is I used embroidery floss to put the tags together and then put that little bow so that it would match the other two tags. There we go. Here I'm just deciding if I want to put little puffy stickers or not. And I decide to put one more over here on this little hello. And I just thought that was kind of cute. And it has all the colors in it. So it's adding all the colors up there at the top. And I haven't attached the photo down yet. So I need to get these other embellishments tucked in and in place and glue down the ribbons. And that little sun, I just tucked in up there at the top because I think it's so cute. I love this collection. I already ordered more of it. So you will definitely see some more layouts. With what I have left in the scrap room kit, and then also I'll probably bring out some of the papers that I bought so that I can create a couple other layouts with this collection before summer is over. I know for most people, summer is already dying out, but here in Colorado, usually in September, we get a few days here and there that are still very hot and very much summer days, even though the pools have closed and you can no longer, we have indoor swimming pools though that we can go to. So here I'm adding some little puffy fish. I just thought they were cute. And then I added some of the ephemera fish that I received also around the blue water part. And I just added whatever I thought looked good. That little green ticket on it, I just thought it was cute, and it adds a little pop of green down there at the bottom on the left-hand corner. And then a little beach ball and a seashell, and I just thought it was kind of cute. I just, like I said, I love this collection. I think it's so cute. So here's a little tag, and like I said, just flip them around and look at them. And this back one, I didn't attach it as well, but it's like I said, they're not really important. They are kind of on the blurry side, but you definitely can, move it and see the photo. And then I will add journaling to the back side on that plaid tag. But I hope you guys enjoyed the layout. I enjoyed creating it, and I have so much fun doing this series with Christine. And I like to see what we create together, because it's so funny if it turns out the same or different. So there was just trimming up the baker's twine, and I will be done. I'll show you a few close-ups, and then that will be it. I do have another video up that is for a school hop with Sarah Scraps, and it has 4 layouts in it of school portraits of my oldest son. So check out that video down below. I'll leave a link, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!